Magnus Infernum.
Greetings, this is Magnus Infernum, with terminology that is a different form of removal, tuck. Putting a card on the bottom of its owner's library, or alternatively, shuffling a card into its owner's library. Card removal comes in many forms. More often than not, it is by sending a card into the graveyard by destroying, lethal damage, milling, or discarding it, as well as bouncing a card into its owner's hand. But by sending a card to the bottom of the owner's library or by having it shuffled in, that card is sent to a normally inaccessible place that can be retrieved through a tutor card or by luck if the deck is shuffled. Tuck spells are primarily found among the colors of white and blue. Popular spells include Condemn, Hallowed Burial, and Terminus, with these acting very similar to Exile and Board Wipes. And blue gets into the tucking fun with Hinder, Vidalian Click, and Jace the Mind Sculptor. These cards stay in theme with blue, by being alternatives to normal counter spells or as being a different form of discarding. There are a few green cards that are capable of tucking, such as Unravel the Ether, Brutalizer Exarch, and Primal Command. In Primal Command's case, the player would have to choose both sending the target non-creature permanent to the top of its owner's library, in addition to that player shuffling the library for it to be a tuck spell. And black does have a few options, but there is only one of note, and I mean that lightly, is Psychotic Episode, which lets you choose between tucking a card from the player's hand or the top of their library. Hide and Seek is the only red card that can tuck, but it not only shares the color with white, but it also shares with another card. Some artifacts like Rayto Lantern and the very fun Teferi's Puzzle Box are also able to tuck in their own right. Scrying and Fate Sealing is another form of tucking if sending the card to the bottom of the library is chosen. So why tuck? Well, depending on what kind of deck the opponents are playing, if they have plenty of recursion, then they can get their cards back if they are destroyed, discarded, or milled. Cards that are sent back to the hand can also be played the next turn. So, other than Exile, tuck is actually a strong form of removal. And just to mention, it is another way to get rid of indestructible cards. Also, I would be hard-pressed not to mention this. Prior to 2015, players were able to tuck a commander. But since then, the tuck rule now allows commanders that go into the player's library to be able to be sent to the command zone. Thank you very much for watching, and goodness gracious, this video has left me tuckered out. I apologize for what just transpired. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, then press the like button. If you found the video displeasing, then press the dislike button. Bolt that subscribe button to stay up to date with future videos. This is Magnus Infernum, till we meet again.